she is in this season of spreading her wings and doing things that feel scary, but she knows that she's meant to do them. And it is such an honor for me, all right, cue the music, to welcome to the stage Miss Ashley Oshinsky. Do your walk up, girl. Do your walk up. Rock that runway. Thank you. This song's so good.
Okay, hi everybody. So I've been a lifelong therapy goer. It's part of my monthly self-care routine. And I've learned a lot of really amazing things going to therapy. And I had this one really profound session probably 2 years ago where I was sitting down with my therapist and just telling her all the things that were going on in my life. And she said, "Can I stop you? Just want to point something out. Everything that you are describing is very black and white thinking. It's very much either this or it's that. Would you be open to the idea that two things on the opposite side of the spectrum could be true at once?" And I thought, I guess so. And once I heard that information, I couldn't unhear it. I'm a mom, as Megan said, and being a mom is very wonderful and fulfilling, and it's also very exhausting and overwhelming. Two ends of the spectrum are true at once. I want to tell you a story of understanding this magic in the gray area before I even knew it existed. So by looking at me, you probably wouldn't think that I spent time in jail. When I was 19 years old, some of you know this story about me, that I was in an abusive relationship. And somehow I found myself tangled up in a domestic violence situation. And the police separated us, and they said, "What happened?" And I was like, "I pushed him. I didn't want him to leave. I knew he was going to go and do drugs." "Well, you're going to be going to jail tonight." And I vividly remember being handcuffed and put in the car, driven to Oakland County Jail. The garage doors opened up and they escorted me out. I got my fingerprints, and then they said, "Guess what? You get to change your outfit, but first you have to take a shower." And I was like, holy crap, this is happening. So after I got changed and they put me in a cell, I was alone, by myself. I sat down on the bed, put my feet on the ground, and said, "God, if you are here with me right now, can you let me know?" Because I was feeling so low, so ashamed. How did Ashley, the honor roll student, the newspaper editor, the honor roll woman, find herself in jail for domestic violence? And the craziest thing happened. Well, most of you won't think this is very crazy because Alicia said it. God is always with us. God shows up when we need it. And the sense of overwhelming calmness came over me. Two things on the opposite ends of the spectrum were true at one time. I was ashamed, I was overwhelmed, and I was overwhelmed with this amount of faith that I've never felt before. And when I zoom out, I'm just curious, when I look at our country, I see black and white thinking everywhere I turn. You're either Democrat, you're either Republican, you're either pro this or you're pro that, and guess what? We divide ourselves and we don't want to cohabitate with people who voted for this person. And that is black and white thinking. The truth is, all the magic happens right in the middle, right at the gray area. So what? We don't agree on who we voted for president or one topic or another. But I guarantee we agree on other topics that matter. So I don't know about you, but I want to live in the gray area. Because I think the gray area is where God intended for us to be. So I'm probably the only Jew in the room. Anyone else part of the tribe? No? Okay. So just the fact that I am here, I have immense faith, immense connection with God. It might be different than your connection, but we are all here together in this gray area, right? So I think that if we all were able to just open our minds on a human level, when we look at the world, can we look at other people with the understanding of, hey, we might not agree on everything, but there are definitely some things that we can fundamentally agree on. And with this gray area, this or that thinking, it divides us. But if we're open to seeing people on a human level, to understand that there's this beautiful duality in being a human being, right? There's morning and there's night, there's winter and there's summer. It's proof that two things always are existing at the same exact time. So I'm gonna choose to live in the gray area, and I hope you join me. Thank you. I'll wait for you. And you shamed me into leaving my no card at the table, which I'm glad I did.
I love that. You are amazing, Ashley. I love you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ashley Ostrowski, everybody.